more tired than I thought I'd be.
What's made you decide to come back for another season at Wombwell?
I've had my first full season up at Main, and I've loved every minute of it. I ain't been able to play week in, week out because I've been at uni, but with what I've played enough to know that this club's special, and I love it. I just love playing for Terry, I love playing for Don. Just thought, lads, it's a good crack, and I want some more of it this season.
How fantastic was last season?
It were unreal. Start at season, obviously, we weren't supposed to be up in that top two, but just to sort of play it where we did throughout season, pick up points the way we did, I just loved it. Especially, obviously, I know it's been mentioned a lot that last day, but just the sort of atmosphere around ground that day, it were unreal. I mean, obviously, it were disappointing that we didn't get to get it over the line, but it's football, innit? It happens.
What did you think at the start of the season? You know, the idea of Wombwell Main competing for top spot and being 8 minutes away. How unthinkable was that maybe at the start?
Quite well. I mean, I knew most of the lads coming into this, and I know how good at players they are. So for me going into it, I knew that we'd compete at some level. Just in the back of my head. Obviously, I won't go out saying that all the time or play like it, but no, I did feel confident going into that. Obviously, the first season with lads that started the season, just going into it in quality, I could tell that we could compete. I can't pick out individual highlights because to me the whole season's been an highlight. I've just loved every minute of it.
And what do you think to Terry as a manager?
Unreal. I've loved it. It's just how he comes across in the dressing room, on the sideline. He's just a good manager, isn't he? He knows what he's doing, definitely.
So what do you think to the league this season? Obviously, Hemsworth have been relegated to 2 divisions. It's clearly going to be a competitive league. So what's your views on it?
I can't wait to get started. Obviously, more competition, more harder games, more competition for me as an individual. So I just can't wait to get back into it.
That hurt me, innit? First one back.
So what's made you re-sign for Wombwell?
Just the love that I have towards club. Went through a little bit of a tricky period last year. I started off with Dodworth. I really enjoyed it there. I settled in quite well. Probably weren't getting as much game time as I wanted, but I knew that I had to establish myself into a new club. And then things went down and progressed, and I thought I missed my friends at Wombwell, so I went back. Terry gave me a second chance. I come back in, I fought for my shirt, and I've really enjoyed this season. So that's the main reason, James, in terms of why I've signed back on, and looking forward to what we can achieve this season, hopefully go a step beyond.
So what do you think of Terry as a manager?
Such a humble guy, loves his players. He's got a winning attitude, winning mentality, wants the best out of us at all times, and just a general nice person to be around.
What's your best memories of last season then when you come back?
I think getting off to that positive start at Swinton. I think Swinton were my first game back away. I think we only had a bare 11 or bare 12, and it was my first game back, and I thought I'm going to be on the bench and I'm going to have to show Terry what I can do when I go back on. And then last minute we just didn't warm up. I think I was just doing a little bit of training and doing some stretches outside, and he went, "You're starting." I was like, all right. So I got obviously my kit on, and then scored 2, and got that positive result. And then I think there's a lot of results out there, James, last season in terms of we were down and we were battling, and we knew that we had to keep winning to keep pressure on. Sheffield Town at home's a big one, 2-0 down, and in that last minute, that corner that I've swung in, and Jamie's got an end of it, or I can't remember if it was Jamie or Campbell, and they've put it in, and the 3-2 up, and it's like, wow, this is really the drawn. It's a good dream to achieve. But there's loads of memories out there, mate, to be fair. A couple of nice goals, and added with a couple of assists. It's been a good all-round season.
So, looking ahead then, how's the coming to the league? How tough is the division going to be?
It's going to be very challenging next year. I had a little look last night in terms of who's coming into our division, and the teams that even got promoted from Division 1, they'll have added in strength and depth. Hemsworth have got that little bit of know-how. They've been in and around there and coming into our league. So it's in terms of next year, it's a good all-round challenge.